There we go. Now it's working. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Good afternoon, beautiful people. My name is Adam Fox. I'm here representing Connected Community Health Support with our free virtual bodyweight exercise program. So today we got a little bit of a switch up for you. I'm going to try to blow through this little my spiel real quick. So you know who we are, and if you don't, I just told you, my name is Adam Fox. You can here representing Connected Community Health Support, doing our free virtual bodyweight exercise programming Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 7:30 in the morning. Seth Spicer, Jacob Carroll is the 12, and yours truly, myself, is the 5:30 in the afternoon. So today is going to be a little bit different than last week. So we are now doing 2 sessions all in one. So it's going to be, first session is going to be about 30 minutes. We're going to have a warm-up down. It's going to be same thing, 3 sets of exercises, 8 exercises, 3 sets ran through 3 times. So 8 exercises, 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to do a cool down, and then we're going to jump right back into another. The whole point is we're trying to 60 seconds of work, but we're going to break it up into 2 sessions. So it's 30-30 for the first session and 30-30 for the second session. If you stick around for both, you're going to get that 60 seconds of work, 60 seconds of rest, just in 2 different sessions. So if you guys, we want to make sure you guys are comfortable doing that much work. So that's why we're giving you this opportunity to kind of ease into it here. Do 1 session if you want, and then if you want to stick around for the second, you can, but it's only optional. You don't have to do it if you do not want to. So without further ado, remember, if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, always reach out to us on our hour. Also, if you guys have any exercise program, please go talk to your physician just to make sure everything's okay, no joint issues, something like that. Make sure you're healthy before you start this beautiful exercise program that we have. But without further ado, I'm going to get started so we can keep this under an hour, just about at an hour. So very first thing we're doing here, starting with some open and close gates, just like so. You're going to come open the gate, and then close it. I know this may sound silly, but remember, most of your weight should be on this plant foot right here. You shouldn't be kind of over to the side, but it's okay if you are. Maybe you're not as stable. Go ahead and grab onto that wall as you're doing these. The wall is always your friend. The wall is never an enemy. Remember that. Now we're going to switch sides and alternate. You can alternate if you want to go like this, but it's a little bit easier just to do them like I am, one leg after another. So now we're going to move on here after another couple more seconds, do some leg swings, really get this hip opened up. I know today's beautiful Memorial Day, so maybe you guys haven't been in that desk posture. Maybe you've been sitting in the car all day, which I have the past couple hours up at camp. So I need this just as much as you guys do. So it's going to be a good workout for all of us. Remember, like I said, 2 sessions, both around 30 minutes. Same exercises, same format, switch sides now. Same format we've had, just introducing the increased load or increased duration in a different way, just to make you guys a little more comfortable with it, because I know a 60-minute workout is a little daunting, so we just want to ease you guys into that nice and slow. All right, so now, like I said in the car, open up my back and my neck, all good stuff. So we're going to start some T-spine rotation, starting here, following that hand back with your eyes, just like so. I want you to turn that, keep those hips and legs locked in place like this, and then come back. Follow that hand with your eye. You want to keep it just level with your chest like this. If you want to go back to right here, that's totally all right. As you can see, my left side is a little more mobile today, I should say. Mobile, however wants to pronounce it. So remember, just following that hand, really open up that mid-chest, or mid-back, excuse me. I guess kind of your mid-chest as well, but more so focus on the back and the neck. All right, speaking of neck, we are now moving on to the neck circles. So we're going to start. All I want you guys to do is just throw some different movements at your neck. Just go back and forth, up and down. I don't want you going really fast, shaking, but just some nice, variety in your movement. Some nice different movements for your neck. Your body loves variety. It loves new sensations. So try to give it as much new variety of movement as you possibly can. Circle this, circles back like that. Now we're going to look left to right. Find a spot on the wall. Only focus on looking at that spot. You can do it fast if you want, but I would recommend just going a little bit slower, let your eyes catch up with your head. Look at that spot, look at that spot. Keep going back and forth. Alrighty. We're gonna move it. Don't you dare do it. My cat's right there. She's about to knock over my board. But all right, now we're looking down, looking back up, looking down, looking back up, just like so. And same thing. Now we're doing arm circles. Nice big circles. These are not in the program today, so do as big as you want. You can do little guys like this, clockwise, counterclockwise, whichever one feels better for you guys. At this point, I know it's been a couple weeks now, so you guys may know what's better for your body than I do, and usually you do because I can't feel what you feel. So keep on swinging. You can alternate if you want, like this. Really, like I said, whatever feels the best for you guys. So we're going to start here in a couple seconds. I'm not sure why the chat's not showing up. That's okay. So now we're going to start with the bent over, reach to the ground here in a couple seconds. Same thing as usual, starting in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So we're going to line ourselves nice, lower back position like this. So push your hands from your hips to your knees, pick it up, put it down, and just repeat the process. And remember, there's always variations for these movements. So if these are a little bit too easy, then we can come down on the ground like so and do the bridges like this, keeping a straight line from your hip all the way to your knees at the top so you're not overarching that back like this at the top. Nice and straight. Stopping here in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. Remember, guys, this is 30 seconds work, 30 seconds rest. 2 full sets. So we're doing all 8 exercises 3 times, then doing a cool down and starting back over, so we're getting that minute of work in total. I know it sounds a little weird, but we are getting that total 60 seconds of work if you stick around for the second session. Now, starting with the reverse flies, same bent over position, starting in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So from here, bent over. Now we're just going to call them Flappy birds, whatever you want to call them. You can come like this and touch the shoulders, or you can just come back down to the center, whatever feels most comfortable. If you want to hold it, just making sure you're not arching that lower back up like this. Nice bent over position like so. And remember, if you want a little bit more shoulder burn, so to speak, rotate those thumbs at the top. Stopping in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. All right. These ones are going to move real quick, so stick with me here. Make sure you guys are paying attention. I know that's one of my downfalls, is I kind of lose the attention on the timer, so I apologize if I go over a little bit, but I know you guys are still sticking with me. You're going to get a good workout in with me today. So, moving on to the raise the roofs. So same thing as last week. Pressing up to the sky, just try and touch the sky, or the roof, whatever. Maybe you're outside, maybe you're inside, whichever one works better. Starting in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So reach up to the sky, touch the sky, just like so. And remember, this is an upper body movement, so you don't have to, there doesn't have to be any lower back arching like so. Just has to touch the sky and come back down. You can do it as fast as you want. You can do alternating like so if you'd like, or you can do them both at the same time. We only got a couple more seconds to power through here, guys. Stop in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. Oof, there we go. Moving on to the next one. This is a lot quicker than the 45 seconds of rest we were giving you last week. So remember, like I said, stay with us, stick tuned. Make sure you guys are paying attention, because I said that's one of my downfalls as well. So moving on to the march variation. So what we're going to try to do today is push the hand to the knee, or knee to the hand, hold it for a second. But remember, there's a bunch of different variations you can do. I'll show you that in a second. We're starting here in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So if you want, you can just get this. You can do high marches without the touches like we're going to do, or you can do them like this, hold for a second, hold for a second, hold for a second, or if you want a little bit faster, but remember, you do not need to do that. This is a low impact, non-jumping program, so if you want to do that, you can. The options there for you, as always. Remember, we're the buffet of movement. You guys can pick what you want. Stopping here in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. I was off on the slap hand, but that's all right. Alrighty, do I got a chair today? Look at that. Indeed, I do have a chair today. Alright. So, we're moving on to the squats now. Oh, you guys can't see my head, can you? That's not good. Just a second here. Moving on to the squats. Remember, all squat is sitting down in a chair and standing up. So we're starting with those in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So remember, sit down, stand up, sit down and stand up, just like that. And if I take the chair away, the form stays the same. So, chair moves, come down, stand up, come down, stand up. The only difference with the chair is that obviously I don't have a place to rest my back, like so. So it's the same exact thing, except without the backrest to it. Got to stop it in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. I think I'm not cutting my head off. Let's hope not. We'll find out, because now we got the floor presses or the wall press. So we are moving on here. Like I said, floor to wall press. If you want to do the wall press, the farther your feet, the harder it's going to be. The closer in, the easier. You do it from an elevated surface, like a chair, if you would like. Just like this, coming down, pressing back up, keeping those elbows in tight. Starting in 3, 2, 1, and begin. And there's my cat, right on cue. So, from the knees, coming down, 1, 2, 3. And remember, we want you to do the 1, 2, 3 on the way down to build up that strength so we can get to doing the legs fully extended push-ups. So 1, 2, 3, and press. 2, 3, and press. Last couple here, come down on your feet. 2, 3, on the knees and back up. And last one here, and cut it. Whew, there we go, guys. And right on cue, my cat sits in the chair. Guess I should have saw that coming. I'm going to turn a light on here. Getting a little dark. Not as much sun coming through the window today. So, moving on, we're going to do the bent over or prone snow angels. So, bent over position we've been doing. Now, just doing snow angels like this. Or prone from the ground. I'll demonstrate those starting in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So, coming down on the ground like this. Just like you're doing a snow angel, but now you're on your stomach, so it's a little bit of a different snow angel. Keeping those arms as high off the ground as you can. All you got to think about is touch your thumbs together and then touch your pinkies to your thighs. So thumbs, pinkies, just like so. It doesn't have to be any harder than you want it to be. Stopping here in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. Whew, there we go. Last one. I think I'm chopping my head off. I can't tell. Headless foxing today a little bit. Huh. You got the last name Fox? I don't think it's allowed around. Funny. So next one we got doing some more punches this week. Really like the aerobic aspect of this. And it's a good way to get some stress out. So solid base plant like this. Throwing some punches. Starting in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So all we're doing, 30 seconds. Just throwing punches. The old 1, 2, so to speak. Do some uppercuts if you want. Or some 5s and 6s. Some cross body punches, whatever you want to call them. Remember, I'm not a boxing expert by any means. Just a good way to get some a little bit of cardio in our workout. Stopping here in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. Woo, there we go. All right. Oof. Excuse me, coffee's coming back up. So, moving back to the top here. So we got 1 of 3 done in this set. Give yourself a little pat on one shoulder, pat on the back a little bit. Now moving on to the reach to the grounds or the bridges. I'm going to challenge you to the bridges. I'll do the reach to the grounds a little bit and then switch to the bridges here. Starting in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So from here, bent over position, pick it up, stand back up, put it down. I really do recommend getting a prop to use. It helps you not, what your muscles are doing or from the goal of the movement. So now the last 15 seconds here. Go to the ground, do the bridges, making sure your hips, knees, and armpits are all on a line at the top like this, not overarched like that. Stopping in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. See, whichever one you guys like better, this is all about you guys. Remember, if you guys have any questions or comments, if there's a way you guys can help us make it better for you, please reach out to us. We'd love to try to work that out with you and figure out the best movements, alternative movements for you. Starting with the reverse flies here in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So, same bent over position. Now, Just bring the thumb just like this. If you want, you can do a little bit of slaps on the arms, kind of like what we do in the cool down, the Flappy Bird, so to speak. So remember though, don't want you guys arching the lower back. This alignment right here will put you in a nice position so you don't have to think about that. Rotate those thumbs at the top, want a little bit of extra burn. Stop it in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. There we go, guys. Good job. Moving back to the raise, the roofs. You just look so comfortable here. I'm gonna have to move you in a little bit. You're gonna get real upset with me, but that's okay. That's it. It's a kitty cat. Good thing you can't really hurt me that bad. All right, moving on to the raise the roof. So remember, just press it up like this. Try to make this only upper body, no lower. Start in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So press up. Just pressing just like this. Try to touch that ceiling every time. And hand positioning only matters depending on what your structure is. If you'd rather have the hands up like this, the palms facing the ceiling, you can. If you want the palms facing yourself, like this, or if you want them facing outward towards the camera, whichever one feels the best for you guys. Stop here in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. All right. Excuse me, Pip. I'm going to take this. Want to let me take this? No? Thank you. I feel like it's like my child. I feel bad having to kick her off the seat, but hey, I gotta use this as a product, Pip. I'll give you some treats later if you want them. All right, remember guys, sitting down in a chair, same thing as squatting. So from right here, starting in 3 seconds, I'm just gonna sit in the chair and stand back up. Ready, go! So sit in the chair, stand back up. And that's really all it is sitting down, standing back up. And remember now we're gonna take the chair away, do the same thing, same form. Don't have to think about anything else besides sitting down in that chair and standing up. So sitting in the chair, standing up, sitting on the toilet, standing up just like that. Come back up. We got 5 more seconds here. Come on, give me at least 3 more. 1, 2, 3, and cut it. All right, Pip, you can get the chair back if you want it. Probably not. All right, good job, guys. Moving on to the press. I know it's one of the harder movements, especially if you're gonna do it for 60 seconds. That's why we split this up for you. We don't have to do it in that 60-second time frame. You just move this back just a little bit. There we go. That should be better. All right, starting with the presses from the ground, wall, or incline in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So 1, 2, 3, and press. And 1, 2, 3, and press. Remember, guys, coming down for 3 seconds. Pressing back up. That's too hard. Come from the knees. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Last 10 seconds here from the feet. 1, 2, 3. Go to the knees and press. And then 1, 2, 3. Knees and press. And we are done. There we go. Whew, there we go, guys. Good job. Moving on. Whew. I know this is a harder workout. So the rest time's a little shorter, but hey, I know it's worth it. I know you guys are feeling good out there, sweating, getting a good workout in. Sorry if you guys are shooting the chat. My computer's not working. I'm not really sure what's wrong with it, but I'll try to fix it for our next stream here. Starting with the bent over snow angels in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So bend over just like this. Hands at the top. Same things. Same thing. Thumbs, and then pinkies to thighs. Remember, if this is a little too easy, you can always come to the ground, like so. For the last 15 seconds here, touch the thumbs, then pinkies to the butt or thigh. Whatever your range of motion allows for you, because everyone's going to be different. Remember, you're working within your range of motion. Stop it in 2, 1, and cut it. There we go, guys. Good job. Whew. On to the punches, making you a Mike Tyson protege or Javante Davis. There we go. Last week I was trying to think of a new boxer every time, and his name slipped my mind. So there we go. Javante Davis. Moving on to those punches, though, starting here in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So punch. The whole point of this one is just to keep the body moving. for these 40 or 30 seconds. Oof. Messed me up. I was thinking about last week, not this week. Just keep the arms moving. Keep the punches coming. Throw it up or mix it up if you want some variety. Just like that. Only a couple more seconds here, guys. Come on. 5, 4, 3, 2, and cut it. There we go. Good job. All right, give yourself another little pat on the back. Now you got a pat on each shoulder. One more set. Then I'm moving to the second part of the workout. Remember, 3 sets, 8 exercises, cool down. Another 3 sets, 8 exercises, and then we're done. So remember that, guys. Try and keep this within an hour for you so you don't have to, so it doesn't have to go over an hour so it's not too long for you. Starting with the reach. 3, 2, 1, in. So alignment, hands, hips to knees. Pick it up, put it down. Pick it up, put it down, just like so. Doesn't have to be more complicated than you want it to be. And if you do want it to be a little more complicated, come to the ground doing the bridge, like so. Making sure straight line from your armpits all the way to your knees at the top, like so. Stopping here in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. There we go, guys. I really like this 30-30 break. Let me know what you guys think. I think this works a lot better. There's a nice flow to it. Nice, I don't have to filibuster as long as well. So I really like that aspect. But seriously, let us know what works best for you guys. If you like the 30-30 split or if you'd rather do 60 seconds and 60 seconds of rest as well. All right, doing the reverse flies here. Starting in 3, 2, 1, and begin. Bent over position like so. Thumbs to the sky. The whole reason I'm doing that is a little extra rotation of the shoulders. But if you can only come to right here, then only come to right here. That's totally fine. If you can't get all the way up here like I can, then it does not matter. You're working within your range of motion. My range of motion is just a demo. It's a placeholder. It feels the best for you guys. A couple more seconds here. Stop it in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. There we go, guys. Good job. Good job, good job. We're in the black shirt today, so you can't see all the sweat stains. You probably can, but try to make sure you can't, because I know I'm sweating really, really good right now, along with you guys as well, even though I can't see your beautiful faces behind that little screen. So, speaking of that, we're now moving on to raise the roofs. All you got to do, hands like this, or like this, or like this. Starting in 3, 2, 1, and we're pressing to the roof, like so. And as you see, I mentioned this last video, but my head does protrude forward a little bit. That's totally natural. It's all right for your head and neck to come forward. That's how your shoulder anatomy works with your AC joint and your clavicle. So totally all right for a little head movement like that, as long as you're not arching that lower back like this. 3, 2, 1, and cut it. There we go. Good job, guys. Almost done with this first part of the workout. Moving on to the march variation. So last time, like I said, last week we were just doing whatever you want. You can do a march like this, do a little guy march, just getting the feet off the ground a little bit, pitter patter. Big marches like so. What we're gonna do, hand to knee hold for a second, or knee to hand hold for a second, excuse me. Knee to hand, starting in 2, 1, and begin. Knee to hand and hold. Knee to hand and hold, just like that. Knee to hand and hold. Knee to hand, hold. Just keep on doing that, or we can switch it up a little bit. Do them a little bit faster if you'd like. You pick up the pace. Remember, you don't have to do the jumping, or you can just do little guys like this. I'm going to keep on doing the knees to hands. Get a nice press into that hand too without pushing yourself over like that. Stop it here in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. Whew, there we go. Now we are halfway through the last set. Stick with me here, guys. Almost to that cool down. Grab a drink if you need it. Still got 20 seconds. Next one, I'm not going to bring the demo this time. I'm just going to show you. The squat is a sitting down in a chair is a squat. It's the same thing. They are synonymous, just whichever way you want to think about it. So think about sitting in that chair, starting in 3, 2, 1, and begin. Remember, if you can only come down this far, that's totally all right. You can only come down about a quarter of the way. No worries. Come down and come back up. Just pretend like you're sitting in that chair a quarter of the way, standing back up. Every week you do that, you'll improve your range of motion. Eventually, you'll be getting down to sitting in the chair all the way like so. But if these are both too easy, you can do squat jumps, making sure you're landing nice and quiet like you're sneaking in the house. Stop it in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. What I mean by that is making sure that you're landing is nice and soft so you're not slamming into the ground like that. It's not good for your joints, ligaments, even deep tendons, any of that connective tissue around the joints, not good for that. So making sure nice and quiet like you're sneaking upstairs in high school after you went out. Not that we ever went out and did anything like that, but hypothetically. Moving on to the floor press here, starting in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So remember, hands shoulder width apart, right under the chest, coming down 1, 2, 3, and pressing. And 1, 2, 3, and pressing. Gonna go to the knees now, so off the knees, and then go back to the knees and press. Starting with the feet extended, coming down for 3 seconds, go to the knees and press. And then all the way down, try to get a full push without going back to the knees. One more, 1, 2, 3, and cut it. There we go, good job guys. Woo. Getting a nice little wee bit of sweat going today. Wish you guys could see my cat is just sitting here staring at me perplexed. I'm doing all these movements. I thought you would have got the hang of what I'm doing by now. Huh? Nah, pretty kitty, that's okay. All right, moving on, bent over, snow angels, or from the ground. Same bent over position we've been doing for all the other movements. Starting here in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So bent over, touching those thumbs, and then bringing those hands to your butt. If that's a little too easy, you want some more gravity to resist you, come down like this, and just touch the thighs, touch the thumbs, and keep repeating that for another 10 seconds here. Keep going, guys. Power through with me. Stopping in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. Whew, all right, one more. And then if you guys would like, you can go ahead and get on out of here. Or you can stick around for the second session. Remember, we still have the cool down after this, so if you're going to leave after the first session, make sure you get the cool down. Want to make sure you guys are getting all the benefits from this workout. The best way to do that is to get a good cool down in. So, moving on to the... Can't think of another boxer. Moving on to the punches in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So last 10 seconds here. I'm going to say give me all you got. Still got about 15 seconds before that point, so pace yourself so you can give me everything here, all right? Do a little uppercut, remember. All right, 3 seconds, 2, 1. Everything you got, guys, come on. It's the last part of the set. I want you guys to push yourself here. Come on, stop it in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. Whoo, there we go. All right. Give yourself a quick break. Take a drink before we start this cool down. And I hope you guys stick around with us for the next set. We're not going to restart the stream. Just going to go right into it from here. Woo, another 10 seconds here, guys. First thing we're going to do for the cool down is just some arm hugs or bear hugs, self hugs, arm slaps, whatever you want to call them. Wait a minute. What is going on here? There we go. All right, cool down starting now. My apologies. So just touching the arms like so. I might have missed a workout there because my timer went a little. Oh, I missed the marches, didn't I? I did miss the marches. Whoopsies. All right, my apologies. You guys sticking around to make sure I don't miss those for the second set. My bad. But that's all right. Only missed one set or one time of those. So keep on giving yourself some nice slaps. If you want, you can hold this and then just breathe through the nose, out the mouth. When you're doing the breathe, I'll talk about the breathing in a second, but you got some not new information, but reading more into that Oxygen Advantage book, talking about the benefits of quiet breathing. So I'll talk about that in just a second here. But first, Now we're done with those. Also remember, guys, if you want to do arm circles for a cool down there, you always can, whatever feels best for you guys. So now, cat hair in my eye, sorry. Now moving on to the kickouts. So beautiful day here, thankfully, but pretend like your leg is all wet. Yeah, your leg is all wet. You gotta shake off all that water from it. So just shake off, just like so. What? I don't know if you guys heard that, my cat, but just shake the leg off like so. Keep on shaking it. Remember, you can do swings too, so nice and light, just like so. Get some good sensation in the foot. That's all we're looking for. Or foot, yeah. Sensation in the leg and the hip. Kind of cool it down. Let it know that it's still there and whatnot. So just keep on swinging here. Another couple seconds. Just like this. All right, now we're going to go to the breathing. So, big thing with the breathing. I know I've instructed you guys to do 4x8 count. I still want you to do that, but a big thing I want you guys to take into consideration is the amount of air you're taking in every time. So, I don't want you guys to take big deep breaths like that. Like I initially did, I learned some more things, like I said. And because this is a field of constantly evolving and constantly learning. So I want the constant breath or inhale and constant exhale as far as volume. So I don't want in the next set, try to control it so it's a constant light breathing at a consistent pace. So all right, perfect. So now we are done with that part of the exercise. So we are done with the first part of the exercise. So now we're moving on to the second. We're not going to do a warm-up since we're already all warmed up. If you want to catch the warm-up, you can always go back in the video and start from the beginning, do the warm-up, and then hop here. But we're going to start with the second half of the workout. I'm going right into the reach to the ground. So I'm going to start my timer, and you guys are going to go. Ready? Starting in 3, 2, 1. And begin. So, reaching to the ground, coming back up. I need my prop. Reaching to the ground, just like so, just like that. So we're just restarting from the top of the first, just like the last set that we did, just restarting from the top. Sorry if you guys can hear my cat meowing. I don't know what her problem is, but she apparently wants some attention, I think. Stopping here in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. All right, still 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. Same thing, just starting fresh, doing another 30-30. Next one, moving on to, same thing, reverse flies. So getting in that nice bent over position that we were just in, doing the reach to the ground. And from this position, bending over like so, and now doing flies like this. Starting in 3, 2, 1, and begin. Rotate those thumbs out if you want. And as you see, I'm alternating which hand goes in front. So left hand, right hand, left hand, right hand, just like that. Whatever feels best for you guys. If you want to do the same arm over and over again, that's fine. But that's just my suggestion to alternate. Remember, this is like a buffet. You don't have to take my suggestions for movements. But I'm still going to give them to you because I want you guys to have as much variety as possible, as many options as possible. Stopping here in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. Pip, you get out of here. Stop it. Stop it. Just about to walk on my laptop. My apologies, guys. I have to lock her in my bathroom during my stream from now on. All right. Raise to the roofs. You got to be right in the way for everything. Come on, baby. All right, doing the raise the roofs here. So starting in 3, 2, 1. Just push your hands up to the ceiling. Pretend like, if you want, you can pretend like you've got like plates on your hands like this to keep the wrists bent like that, and then press up like so, or you can do fists to the roof like that. Whatever you're doing, make sure you're not including your lower back like this. I don't want you guys to arch the lower back. Nicely controlled. It's going to force you to control your core a little bit. So whatever that means to you, control that core. Stop it in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. All right, good job, guys. All right, Pip, can you please move? I know you're so comfortable right now. I just need you to move over there. I'm sorry. I feel like the stream is being taken over by my cat. I have to do a stream with like her sitting on a chair here as a special guest or something. She's getting so much attention right now. So, back to the march variations. So remember, do little guys like this. You can do big holds like so, or pick up the pace a little bit. We're starting in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So what we're going to be doing this week is knees to hand, hold for a second. Knees to hand, hold for a second. Just like so. And just push into that hand, and it'll give you a little sense of instability at first. I want you guys to control that stability or instability. So as I'm pushing, I'm creating an imbalance in my center of mass. So that's what's going to cause a little instability, but it's a good thing for you to be able to stabilize through that. Stop it in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. All right, there we go. See, this isn't too bad, is it, guys? 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. One of the most ideal ways to do this, because it still gives you guys a good rest period, but also we're still working it pretty hard, so you can kind of pace yourself if you want, or go all out for the 30 seconds. Whatever works best for you. We're starting with the squats. Remember, just sitting down in this chair. That's all it is, baby. Starting in 3, 2, 1, and go. Sit in the chair, stand back up. And look, this is literally the same exact position. If you're sitting in the chair, you're standing up, now you're sitting down, and you're standing up. It's the same thing. We don't have to make it so complicated to call it a squat, even though we do, because that's the field we're in, but it doesn't have to be as complicated. And if you want to have some Rice Krispies, go grab a bowl and some milk, because my knees are popping always. Stop it in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. There we go. Next one, rather difficult, doing the presses. Remember, we can do this from the floor. Do it from an incline like a chair or a couch. Do it from the wall or from your knees on the floor or your feet extended. We obviously want you guys to get 2 feet fully extended, but that's not always possible. So doing it from your knees is a really good alternative, and I'll show you a way to make it a little bit harder without doing the full push-up. Starting in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So keep the chest away from the ground like this. Come down 1, 2, 3, and push up. Come down 1, 2, 3, and push up. 1, 2, 3, and push. 1, 2, 3. Just like that. And keep coming down. What we're going to do now is legs fully extended. 1, 2, 3. Knees, push up. Last one. 1, 2, 3. All the way up and cut it. Woo! There we go. Good job, guys. Moving on here. We're blowing through this set again. Maybe it's because I already did this. It feels like it's going so fast, but either way, we're getting some dang good workouts in today. And I want to know what you guys think about the way we're doing this now, how we're progressing. Let us know if you like it or dislike it so we can help you get the best workout for your time. Starting with the bent over snow angels in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So from here, touch the thumbs, and then touch the butt / thighs. If these are a little too easy, come down to the ground like so, and just do the same exact thing. Thumbs, pinkies to thighs, thumbs, pinkies to thighs, just like that. It is about what feels the best for you guys. Stopping here in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. Whew. Floor is very unforgiving. As far as staying in the shirt, but that's all right. It's already covered in sweat, so I guess that doesn't really matter, does it? All right, moving on. Another set of the punches. If you guys are just joining us, channel your inner Evander Holyfield here. Starting in 2, 1, and begin. So punch, just like so. You can rotate the arms if you want, or you can keep, or the wrists I should say, or you can keep the hands straight. You should be rotating. Like I said, I'm not a boxing instructor. I took a couple classes, but I know how to throw a punch. Not like this, but it's basically the same thing. So rotate those wrists a little bit. I want to get some uppercuts in. Don't punch yourself in the face. I've done that in an accident. It's not fun. Stop it here in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. Whoo! All right. Another pat on the back. Made it through the first set. I am 99% sure I did all those exercises that time. So, if you guys are joining with me live, I see a couple of you out there. Let me know if I miss an exercise. Shoot it in the chat. Hopefully it'll pop up because it's still buffering, but I don't know. Hopefully. We'll see. All right. Doing the reverse flies here, starting in 3, 2, 1. And I'm just kidding. Bent over, reaches to the ground. My apologies. See, I almost did it right after I said I was gonna. So, align yourself just like this. Pick it up. Put it back down. Pick it up. Put it back down. Last 15 seconds. Do the bridge together. Making sure, what am I going to say? I know you can read my mind. Straight line from the hips to the knees. Stopping here in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. All right. Back to the raisin. No, I'm jumping ahead of myself here. Back to the reverse flies. I think after like the third set, I just start to skip some exercises on accident. So my apologies, but I know you guys love me. I know you'll forgive me. I know you'll find it in your heart of hearts to forgive me. So reverse flies here, starting in 3, 2, 1, and begin. Remember, hands, hips to knees, and now if you want, you can clap. Try to clap your arms together like this. Obviously, you're not going to be able to do it, but just think about, make the goal. You're trying to touch the ceiling, or you're trying to clap your hands together on the opposite side. Even though if you can do that, you should probably go work for Cirque du Soleil because that's absolutely insane, but really awesome. Stopping here in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. And what I mean by that, if you're double jointed and you can get your hands to touch each other, but like this, while staying in this horizontal plane, not dropping down, then kudos to you, because that's some impressive stuff right there. All right, 1, 2, 3, perfect. We're on the fourth one now. Marching variations. I'm making sure I don't miss one of those exercises for you guys. So remember, we can do little guys or big guys, make it faster, starting in 3, 2, 1, and let's go. What we're doing this week, I know we just gave you some variations. We're going to press the knee into the hand and hold it for just about a second and then come back down. If you want, you can just do it a little faster without the hold, but whatever feels the best for you beautiful people out there. Bringing the hands and knees up. I always say hands, I don't know why. Bringing the knees up to the hands. Stopping here in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. There we go, guys. Good job. Good job. You coming back to hang out? Huh? Yeah, you are. I know. All right, back to the squats. I know we were doing lateral squats, but I know it is a little bit more difficult to do those lateral squats for the whole 30 seconds. So if you want to do laterals, you can. We're just going to do the regular sitting in the chair. Starting here in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So sit in that chair and stand back up. Sit and stand. If you want the hands out in front like this, go ahead. If you want them down by the side, I'll make it a little bit harder. I usually go like this. That's my default. Everyone's going to have a different default, so whatever feels the best for you guys. I know this, I'm used to doing goblet squats, just holding the weight like this. I think that's why my stance is always like this. So you can have your hands out, whatever feels the best, like I said. Stopping here in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. Ba-ba. We're halfway through this workout. Micro pats on each back, just little guys. We're not done yet, so I don't want you. I'm proud of you guys for sticking with me this long. Remember, little tiny pats on the back. And if you're just joining us, this is the second part of the session today. We did the first 8 exercises 3 times through, did a cool down. Now we're doing the same 8 exercises 3 times through. Starting with the floor press in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So from here, coming down, 1, 2, 3, press it up. Push yourself away from the ground. 1, 2, 3, and press it up. Feet in the ground. 1, 2, 3, and press up. Challenge yourself here, guys. 1, 2, 3, and press up. But if that's a little too hard, We can do 1, 2, 3, put the knees in the ground, and then press up. One more time, 1, 2, 3, and press it up, and done. Woo! There we go, baby. Oh, good job, guys. Grab a drink real quick. You deserve it. Still got 2 more exercises in this part of the set. Then we move on to the third one. And then after that, we're done. We'll see if we can get a cool down in here. But like I said, I'm trying to keep this to an hour to make sure it's not too long for you guys, and to make sure we can still get all those restreams out tomorrow, Thursday, and Saturday within an hour block, because that is important. Oh, I'm talking too much. Bent over, snow angels. My apologies. Go. Bent over. See, I said it earlier. I get a little distracted sometimes. My apologies. But it's A-okay. We're going to keep on moving here. Keep on grooving. Going to the ground here for the last couple seconds. Touch the thumbs. Touch the pinkies to the thighs. Just like that. Keeping those hands off the ground as high as you can. Stopping in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. All right. Not going to miss this one. Good job, guys. I hope that I can at least make you laugh a little bit when I make these mistakes. So I appreciate you guys for sticking around with my goofy, not going to swear, but with my goofy self. All right. Getting them punches in. You guys got any of your favorite boxers I haven't named? Put them in the chat. I'll be them for the next set. Starting in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So those punches, control them. Don't just throw the arm like this. Control them. It's all right if you bob a little bit. Again, you're changing your center of mass as you throw your hands out and pull them back in. Perfectly normal to bob a little bit. Just like this. If you want, you can coordinate it with your breath like I was doing. Almost sounds like you're breathing when you're pregnant, but not like I would. No, stop it in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. Woo, there we go, guys. Again, micro pats on each back. Looking good on time here. Good job, guys. Little micro pass. We got one more set, and then we are done for the day. If you, well, yeah, no, not if you want to be. Yes, we are done for the day, but I will put up a restream of this for 7:30, 8 o'clock-ish if you guys want to get another workout and redo this. That option is there for you. Starting with the bridges in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So instead of the bent over, we're just going to go right to the bridges this time. It's the last set of the day. I want you to challenge yourself. So keeping that straight line, like I know I've said it a million times, I want to make sure you guys are doing it. Straight line from the hips to the knees, pressing up through your hips. You should be pressing with your hips, a little bit of your legs. Well, obviously your hips are legs, but just focus on making that straight line. You don't really got to focus on pressing with the legs. Stopping here in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. Good job, guys. There we go. Moving on to the reverse fly guys here. So that same bent over position we do a lot of exercises in. I think it's important for you guys to be able to get into this bent over position properly, because a lot of people tend to hunch the lower back like this and not actually get into this good lower back position. Starting with those in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So cheater's way, but it's not cheating because it aligns you good. Hands, hips, knees, and now just do the flies like so. I want you guys to control your core so you're not arching that lower back. Now you don't gotta I'm not telling you to brace your core or make your core tight, control it. I want you guys to determine what that means to you, because it may mean a million different things to a million different people. Stopping here in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. Same thing with the raise the roofs. Control that core so you're not arching that back like this. I want it nice and controlled. Like I said, it doesn't have to be tightened or bracing, just control it. So you have control over that core, so when you're moving, it's not dictate your lower back's not dictating the movement. Your core is controlled, so you can dictate the movement. Starting here with the overhead raises in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So press up like this. You can bring the knees. Wow, yeah. I'm already moving on to the marches. Whoopsies. You can bring the elbows down to your chest like so, and then press up like this. Whatever works best for you. You want to only bring them to right here because that's your range of motion. That's totally fine. Work within your range of motion. The more days you come, the better your range of motion will get, and the easier these exercises will be. Stop it in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. Good job, guys. There we go. How much? Did I miss? What am I doing here? Am I missing something? I hope not. Let me know if I am. I don't think I am. I made sure I kept pretty good track of it this time, but all right. Moving on, marches. So remember, hand to knee to hand, that's what I should say. Starting in 3, 2, 1, and begin. Knee to hand like that, and drive that knee into the hand here. Drive the knee into the hand, just like so. Drive the knee to the hand, drive the knee to the hand, just like that. Only got about 15 seconds here, so hold it for a second, or if you want, you can just do light little taps like this. But remember, you don't have to jump if you don't want. This is a no jumping routine unless you want it to be. Stop in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. Drinking coffee before a stream. Not the best idea. Remember that, guys. Not a great idea. All right. What is a good idea is getting some good steak and potatoes in today. What I mean by that, it's the meat, it's the good stuff of the workout. It's the squats slash sitting down and standing up. Because that's all it is. We don't got to overcomplicate it. Starting with this sitting up and sitting down and standing up in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So sit down, stand up, sit down, stand up, just like that. It is quite literally the same thing as sitting in a chair and standing back up, just like this. Remember, hand positioning is determined based on what feels best for you. So doesn't matter what I'm doing. What feels better for you is what's going to work the best for you. Stopping here in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. I was on point with that slap that time. I'm getting better with the bell. I don't know if you guys can hear it or not, but that's why I clap, so you guys can know when to stop. Woo-hoo. Alrighty. Perfect. Wall press, floor press, incline press. Whatever you want to do, let's do it. Starting in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So first 10 seconds here, we're going to go from the knees. The last 20, we're going to go from the feet. So I want you guys to challenge yourself here. It's the last set of push-ups for the day. All right, and let's go, guys. 1, 2, 3, press up. 1, 2, 3, press up. 1, 2, 3, and press up just like that. Only got 7 more seconds, guys. Come on. 3, and last one right here. 1, 2, 3, and press, and we are done. There we go. That's what I want. I want you guys feeling happy, feeling good about yourself, getting a really good workout in today, breaking all those barriers down to exercise by just coming here for 30 minutes or an hour, all virtual, having a grand old time with your friend Adam that loves to work out with you and makes you a happier and healthier version of yourself. Speaking of that, bent over snow angels here, starting in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So we can do them from the bent over position like this. I'm going to challenge you. It's the last set of the day, so come on. Work hard with me. Let's do from the ground. Thumbs touch, pinkies to thighs. Thumbs touch, pinkies to thighs, just like this. Doesn't have to be more complicated than you want it to be. You can go nice and slow. Make it burn a little bit more. Stopping here in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. All right, guys. One more set. Yes, I did this one right this time. 22 of 24, so I'm gonna give myself a little pat on the back now. Speaking of this is the last one. Then you get a big pat on each back. Give yourself a hug after. If you got time for a cool down, I'll run you through a cool down. But we are starting with the punches in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So same thing, last 10 seconds. I'm gonna tell you guys to give me all you got. So set a nice light pace for the next 15 seconds. Still keep the movement coming, but a nice light pace that you can control. And then in about 7 seconds here, I'm gonna tell you guys, give me everything you got. Pip, don't you dare jump into that TV. Ready? Give me all you got, come on. Big, fast, hard punches. Come on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cut it. Give yourself a round of applause. Pat on the back. A big hug. You made it through day 25 of week 9. Woo, woo. There we go, guys. Good job. All right. Grab a drink. What time we got? Perfect. We're just under an hour, so we're going to do a little bit of a cool down. All we're going to do is some nice self-hugs like this for a couple seconds. Wait, what are you doing? No. Oh, that's okay. No. We are going to cancel that. Perfect. We have to cool down now, just a couple minutes here. So, nice big slaps. Once you guys do this on your own, because we are coming up on a minute or an hour. So, big slaps. And after kickouts like so, kickouts just like this. All right. Perfect. And if you guys ever have any questions, comments, concerns, anything like that, you want to know any tips about fitness, wellness, all that good stuff, please come to us, reach out to us. We're more than willing to start that dialogue, have an open dialogue with you guys. We know, a lot of things can hinder your health and fitness goals aside from these barriers to exercise, a negative mindset on exercise. So, kind of like what you surround yourself with. If you surround yourself with positivity, good energy, I'm not a chakra person here, but good energy, good things will come to you. So just remember that. Same thing with social media. If you want your social media to portray who you are, so if you're having some issues with like diet, weight loss, or even staying with an exercise program, follow some good people that are motivational. There's a lot of good motivational people out there, on Instagram, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, all of those things. So go reach out to those people. Look at all their posts. I know One Love, even though that's more of like domestic abuse and whatnot, but still, One Love has some great inspirational quotes. You guys go find some good resources out there. We are one of those resources. We put out things on everyday living, things to make your morning better, things to make your afternoon better, so to speak, things to make, before going to bed, to make your sleep a little bit better. There's a lot of things out there. So if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, anything like that, please reach out to us. We love to have this open dialogue with you guys because we really do love doing what we do, and we love helping you guys be happier and healthier day in and day out. So I'm going to skedaddle. We are right about at an hour. I really appreciate you guys for joining in with me today. As you see, I'm nice and sweaty. I hope you are as well. This was day 25 of week 9, the first day we're having you do 60 total seconds of work, 60 total seconds of rest, even though we did do it in 2 sessions. But remember, that's the whole goal of this. We want to ease you guys into this. So without further ado, like I said, stay happy, stay healthy, and I'll catch you on the flip side.